Hey guys, it's me Adobe, also known as GooseBreeder, and today I'm going to be looking back on my career so far. I was like editing myself actually. I was doing it like for fun when I was like a noob. Like this is when I was a pugger actually. I wasn't even on a team, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I got an ace and I was like, that was a nice ace. And then I went back and watched it and I thought it was funny what I was hearing them say. So that's a GooseBreeder edit right there. I honestly always liked kind of making content. Even when I was a kid, I was like 12, I was making like hamster videos. It kind of just like translated into CS and stuff.
Chat demands a rap. Chat demands a rap. Here we go. Goose in the house. We're in a blouse. Got my hand on that mouse. What?
God. That was funny and cringe all at the same time. But yeah, I used to be like extra goofy when I was younger. I was like 18 in this clip. That was LAN ETS. That was actually like my first tournament. I've been playing the game for like a year, not even a year before this event. And that was like kind of the start of me playing in women's teams. And I still have, I still have a little bit of that goofiness humor, but it's definitely balanced a bit more with more maturity. Yeah. But we won the tournament with Dignitas. I actually left Dignitas around this time. I think this was a nice tournament for me. I think we pretty much dominated most of this tournament. This team was looking good. It was like Square, Prospect or something like that. They were like beating other teams, but we were pretty confident against them. We thought we were gonna smash them, no offense. But I remember this tournament being like a special win because we kept placing like second, third, third. Like it was just a lot of that. We were definitely an underdog team, but we just kept grinding and got better and better. And I put a lot of work into myself as well, and I really became like a player to be feared. What up, yo? We are delayed and just warming up in the meantime. That's the WSG roster. Yeah, we were playing on 2 rosters at a time, basically. So this was like Team Canada, and at the same time, we had like our own teams to worry about. So we were pracking like on the weekends for Team Canada, and we would just like pug together. Not pug, but we would just like scrim together in like a pug style, just getting comfortable. And we ended up placing like 3rd at this tournament. We beat out like the American side of Dignitas, which was like 3 majority players. And then we also beat out CLG Red at the time, which was their entire roster. So for us to make it to WSG, as Team Canada, let alone we have like no players. Like we had 5 or 6 players we could think of. So that was my first tournament with CLG Red actually, after leaving the team we've just played, Dignitas. Yeah, obviously losing them, I was like pissed because I definitely thought we could have beat them and we should have beat them. I honestly was really mad with how we vetoed the finals for like months, so I'm not even kidding.
One UMP45. They should not turn this one around. There should be no change overall. CLG Red, are they going to be the winner? They are winning nothing else than the Copenhagen Games female tournament. The ladies that have now reigned supreme brought it home. The North American side that takes nothing else than the lion's share.
Yeah, so that was the very next tournament after Katowice. We lost 1 map out of 14 total, so we went 13-1. We actually like dominated this tournament and it felt really good, especially after losing Katowice. It was one of those games you feel like you lost to yourselves, which is the most frustrating to me. So going into CPH and winning the way we did, I just remember like how I felt in that moment. I was just like really happy. I made such a bold move to leave Dignitas. I just didn't think I could grow anymore. So it was such a like bold move for me to kind of risk it and leave a roster that did well to play in a roster that I thought could be better, could take me to like higher strides. When you're grinding that hard and it pays off, it really feels good. And I just remember being really happy with myself and all the work I put in and getting the MVP there. This was actually troll for me because I finally got to play WSG with like the actual team I play with, and then COVID hit, and then like we never got to play the actual finals. So we just like we played the NA finals here, and we won pretty convincingly, as you could see. Yeah, so I was like, okay, like we got our roster, like let's go. I can't wait to play WSG, get a piece of that prize pool, you know. And then COVID hit, and I never got to play the rest of the tournament basically.
Dignitas showed such a high quality, and they just fall right at the final hurdle. But at least, I mean, from a 3 to 14,
yeah, it always felt good to beat them. They're our rivals, and obviously when you leave a team, you wanna beat them when you join a different team.
And a hit is going to be coming on in, but once more it's going to be Jennifer and Goose. Goose going to find the first. Going to make her escape, avoiding the incendiary, but out in the open, and Abby and Yuli, they're going to finish it off. Stereo frags as Barlow flies to save Vince, and there you have it.
The
Back-to-back champions, CLG
Jen like left during COVID, so we had Yuli fill her spot as the new fifth. It was a bit boring for us, not gonna lie, just because the competition in NA wasn't the same as playing international. We always enjoyed playing like Vilga's roster or Giuliano's roster. That was a team that would always make it challenging for us, and it'd really feel good to beat them. I think for me, a big motivator was always playing like mixed teams as well, so that kind of kept me going through COVID. I was like grinding the game that like when COVID was over, tournaments were back, like I would be like a lot better of a player. That was kind of what was my big motivation during COVID. Playing online is nice. You can still feel that competitive drive, but it'll never feel the same as winning on LAN and playing LAN.
With that contact close in towards bathrooms, and
so pissed I didn't finish that kill.
Only gets the one, looking to now rectify her mistakes, but again, just the one kill, and now Mats has fallen. HSG have done it. They booked themselves a spot in the semi-final.
That was our first tournament with our new roster. There was a lot to learn from this tournament. I definitely think this is one of those tournaments that we're losing to ourselves. As much as I think HSG like, you know, played well, and I'm not discrediting them as a team, but I definitely think we had what it took to beat them. It's just like us finding our groove together, me being kind of a inexperienced leader, trying to lead a team of brand new players on LAN. So there was just so many takeaways from this tournament. By the time Dallas comes around, that we're going to actually be able to play the CS we know we can play. So once we can get to that point, and I know we can, I think that we're going to be pretty dominant. At the very least, we're going to scare teams, but it's just like finding our place, our voice, you know, finding joy in what you're doing. And I think that I learned a lot from that. And I think I'm starting to find myself again, and that like powerful voice and mental that I know I have. And I think when we lift our first trophy together, it's gonna feel so good because of how hard we're working to get there. It's been a long journey for me, and I think the biggest takeaway for me is, you know, enjoy my past, enjoy how my career has went. I'm on a completely new roster. I'm in a completely new role, and all I have to do now is just look forward and learn and get better. You know, when we win, I'm gonna be getting the last laugh. That's what I'm telling myself. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.